Hello guys and welcome back to another Minecraft YouTube video. Today we're playing Minecraft, as you like and subscribe I meant to say, but we are gonna play the game Create. So let's get started. Okay, I need wood, I need iron and the andesite. 3 log, quickly 3 log. 3 log. What the huh? Crafting. Oh, I just made 2 tables. Okay. Hey, something. So how's it been, everyone doing? Just gonna be morning. Okay, need to find the andesite and tons of iron. Murder. Is that all one? You got a bit of stone, gonna get 10. Well, go get enough for a axe. 8. Gonna need to get a lot of resources. Andesite. I'm gonna look for a bit of andesite. Okay.
This is necessary for all attractions only.
I'm watching a tutorial to the create mod.
These special blocks called chassis that connect together without any glue. Those sails and sail frames I mentioned earlier stick to moving contraptions automatically without any glue as well. In third, we have the steam engine, which provides the most energy out of all of these. And if you couldn't tell just by looking at it, this thing is pretty complicated.
Okay, I need to wait.
So I'm not gonna go.
A shipwreck.
The last one, assuming I'm not forgetting anything, is literally just crafting a hand crank and doing it.
Never mind.
This doesn't
I thought on a ship.
use a bonus power source. This doesn't really count.
Pigs.
This is the creative engine, which you can only get in creative, which just gives you infinite rotation energy. Yay! Number 3, energy. Why do these power sources matter? If you have a keen ear, you'll hear me talking about the energy that these sources puts out, and how some give more than others. Every machine needs a certain amount of stress that you have to match with your source, and that amount goes up the more machines are connected. If you aren't giving it enough power, the machine will overstress and not do anything. So naturally, the way to combat this is by adding more power sources. This is why, in my opinion, water wheels completely clear windmills.
Wait,
Windmills
doesn't this mean there's like...
a lot of space, take longer to set up, and require a steady flow of wool. So you'll need a hefty sheep farm if you don't want it to take forever. Not to mention, even if you make it huge, you'll have a lot of power, sure, but it rotates so slow. More on that later. On the other hand, you have water wheels. They cost a lot more wood, sure, but wood is easy to get, and water wheels are staggering. If I have enough energy, just slap 5 more water wheels on there and it'll probably be fine.
Andesite.
Remember how I said large water
Yes.
energy would turn slower? This could be completely solved by just putting a small water wheel at the end of the chain, and it speeds up the whole thing without costing you any energy. 4. On the topic of speed. First thing you'll notice when bringing up a machine to your power source is that it's probably going to work really slowly. So listen closely to this next part. The cheapest way to speed up
Mining.
a machine is by using large and small cogwheels. If you connect a power source to a large cogwheel and attach a small
Okay, good enough.
more faster. This can be stacked by attaching a large cogwheel to the front of the small and repeating the pattern over and over again. So it'll just keep getting faster. Remember that order, large into small. If you do small into large, it'll start turning slower instead. But slow your roll, Dave. Roll, here's the catch. The faster a machine is running, the more energy it'll actually need to work. If you want to have the speedy machine of your dreams, get ready to spend a lot of wood making water wheels. Number 5. Rotation transportation. It might not always be convenient to have your power source lead directly into your machine, so it's good to know how to use that energy to the right place, or even distribute it between multiple machines. This is where the most complicated part of the mod lies, because there's a lot of ways you can go.
Ice questions.
First, let's start with cogwheels, because we were talking about them a second ago. Small cogwheels are easy enough to understand. You can put them next to each other and they'll transfer rotation as far as you want horizontally. On the other hand, you have the large cogwheel, which functions a little differently. For one, they can only connect the small cogwheels diagonally. Second, they don't connect to each other horizontally, but rather on different axes. This can be handy if you want to change the direction of the source's rotation. On the other hand, if you want to transfer rotation over a long distance, placing a million cogs next to each other would be really expensive. Instead, use a mechanical belt. You might have
Okay.
little metal rods around. These are called shafts. They function kind of like a cogwheel, only they don't link up together when you put them next to each other. The shafts can extend infinitely outwards, but if you want to transfer energy sideways a long way, the best way is to use a mechanical belt. Just stretch the distance
I want to find a village,
between different shafts.
which I'm probably not gonna find. So, what's the point?
On both axes, vertically and even diagonally. You can't connect vertical shifts diagonally though. There's that.
I ruined the portal.
Put extra shafts in the empty space of a mechanical belt, making it handy for connecting multiple machines to one source. Remember though, belts are used to move rotation over long distances. You can't change the direction of a rotation.
Yes.
Large cogwheels to do that. Belts can also be used to transfer items.
I'm breaking 3.
If you think large cogs are too big and clunky when you want to change the direction of rotation, you can always waste 4 perfectly good small cogs and use a gearbox, which does essentially the same thing in a more compact way.
Sorry.
Expensive way. Well, now you pretty much know the basics of the mod. Most of the stuff you're going to do from here is essentially an extension of what I just taught you, but remember to make use of the mods.
Minecraft need to update their redstones.
Have you ever been playing Minecraft and thought, I wish I could recreate Chernobyl? There's a 50% chance this does nothing, and a 50% chance it just blows everything up. Obviously, that's a rhetorical question. We've all thought that before. And luckily,
Man. Huh. I'm gonna need wood.
railways, fixing up the terrain, and building auxiliary warehouses for future steel forging. But most importantly, I'm going to assemble a monorail system for moving molten steel out of the blast furnace building and over to the forging areas. I need 7 more beams, and then I can upgrade the colony to be able to support 50 colonists. I know that seems kind of strange, but I have to research it in the university, and it costs 64 stakes.
course I die when I find something good.
Going to be doing the inside of it, going to be doing the railways, and also I want to build the at least one of the other warehouse buildings that's going to go here where we're going to have other stuff. It also seems like not a bad idea to have my eventual copper and zinc and grass plants over here. I'm going to add a mod that adds molten versions of that stuff so that I can kind of like deal with all the ways to get molten steel out of this and out of blast furnaces. Seems like it would fit the theme. Then I'll move my cannon casting over here and make a better cannon casting system. I'm going to make a monorail. It's going to be a weird monorail. It's not one for riding on passengers. It's for carting and big containers of molten steel. It's going to look pretty cool, I think. Good amount of landscaping here. Now I'm going to figure out where the rails are going to go before I start doing landscaping over here. I've been using cobblestone as a layer under the grass, mainly because I never know when I'm going to be placing a bunch of stuff with sand or gravel that I don't want to fall down, so that's why I took 2 layers here. But anyways, I'm going to come over here now and attach our new rail from here. I guess it's probably going to go this part over here and then start angling that way. Although it's going to be a little weird because it's going to stay elevated here, and then part of it's going to curve over here, and there'll be an elevated rail very close by here, and some other stuff that I have to figure out, and then 2 rail lines here. Don't know what they're going to do, what they're going to be for right now, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? I sure hope I have a lot of rails. Okay, I've got 2,000 of them, that's pretty good. I actually had no idea how many I had remaining. Well, this should be fun, shouldn't it? Let's start right here, come on, can't connect from a turn.
I don't like that.
Now seems like the perfect opportunity to show you something that I cut out a few videos ago, but is extremely relevant now. Well, you guys were right. You suggested for the drawbridge that I use phantom rails because they're invisible. They don't actually move with contraptions, but they might as well not be there. Now there's one test that might screwed up, which is sitting right behind me, and we'll try and intersect. But look, it's on the drawbridge right now, and the drawbridge is assembled. You can just raise it up, and no problem. Train's still there. Train just floated. So there's one question: what happens when you drive a ship through those invisible rails? No, you're not connected to 32,000 other blocks, you dingus. Here. Yay. If you're wondering how this is done with Valkyrian Skies, Clockwork, and Eureka ships. This is mainly why I care about drawbridges. Obviously
Please.
Went through the train and we went through the rails. I could probably drive through the entire bridge if I wanted and it wouldn't matter, but that would be unrealistic and cringe. That means over here, I am at liberty to make whatever I want. Any kind of drawbridge. The drawbridge is purely aesthetic, which is important. Aesthetics are very important, okay? But, okay, so now that you know what my plan is, this is not I just kind of want this for now. And I will swap this out for phantom tracks once we actually get to building the drawbridge. In the meantime, how bad is it going to be trying to make a 45-degree turn that way? Is that as sharp as I can make it? All the way over there.
Alright, I did something bad. I died and you know.
Enough. Hang on, let me go over here and see just what it would take. Maybe I can ship some stuff around. So I don't really want these 2 tracks over here, probably any closer than that to the building. And I prefer it even farther.
Wait, what did I make up?
That's probably about as good as I wanted. So I need to get the track. Let's just say from right here. Let's go diagonally first. Okay, something like this. That will be hard pressed to go up there and make that turn, let alone the track is even farther. Yeah, what if I had a double line on the drawbridge and then the other one went?
Huh? I'm gonna end the video here. So, like and subscribe. Bye. Bye.